Welcome to LaughNapkin. Today I have 3 stories for episode 8 of r/IDontWorkHereLady. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, go ahead and subscribe for dailies. Now let's get into it. Crazy lady tries to bean me with a can of veggies, ends up in a psych cell. I work as a nurse at the local jail. This plays a role later. On to our cast. Me, Crazy Karen, Sweet Little Old Lady, Law Enforcement Officer, Charge Nurse. I took it upon myself to hit the nearby supermarket during my lunch break to pick up some stuff to go with the chef salad I made. I love salads, y'all. The place isn't big, but it's always clean and the staff are always nice. I head down the aisle, split of crackers, cookies, and bottled drinks. I get down about halfway when I notice Sweet Little Old Lady struggling to reach something over her head. My guess is she was maybe 5 feet tall. I stop and ask her if I can help. I'm 5'10", so there isn't much out of my reach. She points out her item, I grab it for her, and she thanks me for the help. I tell her my mom is about her size, so I'm used to it, and I'm just glad she wasn't stuck waiting too long for help. Right then, I hear it. Dun dun dun. Crazy Karen. Now that you're done BSing with that old bag, you need to put these water cases in my cart. I turn to look at her. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't work here. I was just stopping to help Sweet Little Old Lady. Crazy Karen. I don't want to hear your excuse. Do your job. I motion to my scrubs. Seriously? I don't work here. I start to walk away. Crazy Karen grabs my arm to stop me, digging her nails into my arm. Crazy Karen. Do your effing job, now. I snatch my arm away. Lady, if you ever touch me again, I will end you. Again, I don't work here. Go find an associate to do that. I take a few steps and I see a damn can fly by my head. Cue demonic possession Karen mode. I turn around to see this psycho wielding another can of veggies that she chucks at me as hard as she can. Missing again, thank God. All the while screaming about how lazy and incompetent I am and she will have my job. Mind you, I'm backing further away when a cashier who can see down the aisle from the register runs in our direction and another apparently calls the cops. Crazy Karen continues to yell and throw items not only at me, but at the staff that start to accumulate. Nothing she is saying is making any sense. Finally, Law Enforcement Officer makes it to the scene, attempts to calm the woman, and of course ends up putting her in cuffs. During which she screams sexual assault and tries to bite the guy. Staff and Sweet Little Old Lady all gave statements about the incident. Sweet Little Old Lady was a little shaken but unharmed as she ended up behind Crazy Karen after she grabbed me. Once he has her under control, I check out and head back to work. I stop in medical to tell the charge nurse about Crazy Karen and that she'll need to book her in for me. I clean the nail marks in my arm and we head back to the booking. It took some time for them to show up. Apparently, she was in the cruiser when she began yelling about her kid being in her car. An 8-year-old kid. The child's father is called. We're all standing in booking when the exterior door slides open and here comes Law Enforcement Officer with Crazy Karen in tow, still acting a fool. The booking process, medically speaking, is pretty quick. Vitals and a few questions. Do you have any health problems? Are you on any medications? Are you feeling homicidal or suicidal? Crazy Karen's eyes locked on me. What the hell is that lady doing here? Law Enforcement Officer. She works here. Crazy Karen. Take these stupid cuffs off me. I'm gonna kill that raggedy chick. The charge nurse tells me to go into the office and then attempts to perform the booking assessment. Crazy Karen pretty much ignoring the questions and cussing at charge nurse, yelling about killing me when she gets her hands free. To this, the charge nurse says to the officers, "Yep, she appears to be homicidal by her own admission. She needs to go to self-harm observation." Crazy Karen was charged for assault, child endangerment, assault on law enforcement officer, and possession of crack cocaine. She was placed in a psych cell with nothing but a turtle suit on for the weekend. Update of the situation. The father of the child called me earlier this week to thank me because he's been trying to get custody of the child, and with this arrest has a good shot to take her on and give her some normalcy. I'm glad something good came of all this. Downside, I work in the wings during medication pass that this woman will now be in until who knows when, so I'll have updates on crazy Karen drama, I'm sure. To think, all of this started over a trip for ranch dressing and Triscuits. I don't work here. Calling the police won't change that. Circa 2001. I used to work for a large electronics store in California. I don't want to give the name, but it rhymes with fries. The job was fine, but the customers were nuts. For some reason, electronics stores plus their customers equals, my time is valuable, you will help me now. I ended up leaving that job to work as an office drone for twice the pay that was located directly across the street. Since I still liked my coworkers and I liked browsing video games, I used to go over every once in a while for my lunch break. And that was where the problem started. My new job had a professional dress code. A white button-up shirt and slacks, with your name badge visible. Fries, oddly enough, had a similar dress code. So I'd go over, and once in a while a customer would come up asking for help. I would politely tell them I don't work there, show them my badge that had a different company name on it, and direct them to the sales desk where employees spent their time. It was generally no problem. Once in a while I'd get a pushy person, but I'd walk away. That was just how it went. Until Karen was summoned from the depths of hell to come after me. It was a fairly quiet day at work, so I ended up with a double lunch since there was nothing to do. I went over to Fry's and started perusing the new PlayStation 2 games, looking for the new Armored Core. It's not an important detail, it's just what I was doing. A woman comes up, asked me if her son would like a game. I said I had no idea, but I know I liked it. I wasn't bothered beyond that until the Karen arrived. I was looking through a Game Pro and heard someone clearing their throat and snapping their fingers. I looked up and didn't see anyone, so I went back to reading. The sound gets louder and louder, and suddenly someone grabs my arm and spins me around aggressively. I was face to face with a nasty face sneer painted on a middle-aged mom face. Before I can ask the hell you want, she starts yelling. Karen, so are you just stupid, or are you stupid and ignoring me? Me, I don't work here, sorry. Salespeople are over there at that desk. I turn to walk away and she pinches my arm to stop me. Karen, no, you will help me or you will be looking for new work. Me, okay, sure, I guess I'll go look for new work. See ya. I turn away and she grabs my arm and tries to turn me back. Having enough, I reach out and snatch her little purse from her hand and huck it over her head into the next aisle. And while she stands there, stunned, I walk away. Karen, that was assault. They have it on camera. You're going to jail and you're gonna be fired. I keep walking while she follows me, giving my description to the 911 operator. The manager is called over since she is shrieking and cussing and he tries to calm her down. She tells him that I walked up to her and grabbed her purse, took the money out and threw it and shoved her away, and she wanted to press charges and wanted me fired. Since I didn't work there, I wasn't getting fired. However, I was asked to stick around until the police arrived. I agreed and sat talking to my old coworkers. She kept snottily saying that I was done. She was gonna make sure I went away for a long time, etc. I ignored her. The police arrive and she starts shrieking about my assault. The security tape is reviewed and shows her approaching and attacking me. I was told I shouldn't have thrown her purse, but that at least I didn't hit her, which would have been in my rights. I was asked if I wanted to press charges, and as I'm saying I don't and just want to buy my game and get back to work, she loses it. She is cussing, calling me a racist, we are both white, and a sexist because I'm a man and shouldn't have attacked her. She threatens to sue and takes the badge number from the officer. She goes to leave and the officer tells her that she can't until he's done. She flips me off. I say, I want to press charges for assault now, and he grabs her. She lunges at me, gets tossed to the ground and handcuffed. I never pressed charges. I just gave my statement and started chatting with the officer while the other officer wrote notes. As I'm talking to him, another woman with the same Karen haircut walks up, grabs my arm and turns me around demanding service. Karen, can you help me or no? I look at the officer and he looks pissed. I explain that I don't work there, I just have a similar outfit. She goes, oh, sorry, I thought you worked here, and goes to an actual employee. So I went on a lunch break, went to buy an Armored Core game and ended up attacked, late back to work, and a woman ends up arrested for assault. The moral? Customers are bat poop insane for no reason and are never right. He's not one of our contractors. He's one of your soldiers, sir. So people have been asking me for more stories from my military service. This one is from my U.S. Army Reserve unit. So one day when my unit is on their annual training, we were training a large military installation and they really didn't have anything for the mechanics to do after our unit training. So we were handed off to a motor pool run by a bunch of contractors that worked for one of the reserve units. They didn't know what to do with us, so they put us on parts inventory. I quickly grew bored and asked if they needed help with their vehicle servicing. So I jumped into my coveralls and slid under their vehicle with a grease gun to help them out. After about the third vehicle, I'm covered from head to toe in grease and having a great time, doing what I love, and in comes our battalion commander getting shown around by the contractors. He comes up to our vehicle as I slide out and says how great the contractors were that were working with us at this annual training were and offers to shake my hand. And then when I go to attention instead, he gets a confused look on his face. The other contractor working with me stands up and informs him that I'm one of his own soldiers helping them out. The man looks me up and down, seeing me completely covered in grease and grime except for where my safety goggles had covered my face, and walks away chuckling. A few days later, at the end of our annual training period, I'm called up during the awards formation, and I'm handed a challenge coin and a certificate of recognition for outstanding performance during our annual training. I still have that challenge coin next to all my others, and by far it's my favorite one as it's one of my best memories from a really enjoyable annual training. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to join my Discord if you want to submit your own story or just be part of the LaughNapkin community. And please, consider subscribing as it helps me out big time.